Namaskar and welcome back to KSP Knowledge Hub. Today's video is special and very close to real international trade on the ground. Because exporting agricultural products, especially fresh grapes, is not just about shipping goods. It's about time, temperature, trust, and technique. In this video, we'll follow a realistic story of how grapes move from Indian farms to European markets, guided by Kaleido, our international trade SME. If you're an exporter, a farmer group, an agri entrepreneur, or someone planning exports to Europe, stay with me till the end. The story starts in Maharashtra. A group of grape growers has produce ready for the European season. The grapes are high quality, export grade, and harvested at the right maturity. But Kaleido immediately reminds them, export grapes are not harvested when they look good. They are harvested when they are export ready. Sugar level, berry size, firmness, and shelf life all matter because once grapes leave the farm, the clock starts ticking. Immediately after harvest, grapes move into pre-cooling and cold storage. Kaleido explains something very important. Europe doesn't buy grapes. Europe buys condition. Temperature is maintained close to 0 degrees. Humidity is controlled. Sulfur dioxide pads may be used to control decay. Packaging is finalized as per buyer requirement. Because once grapes leave cold storage, there is no second chance. Now Kaleido introduces 3 different buyers. The first buyer is a large supermarket chain in Germany. They want strict certifications, uniform packaging, barcoding, and delivery to a central distribution warehouse. The second buyer is a fruit wholesaler in the Netherlands. They want flexibility, bulk pallets, and faster turnaround. The third buyer is a retail importer supplying ethnic stores across Europe. They value freshness, smaller lots, and reliable communication. Kaleido explains to the exporter, same grapes, different buyers, completely different shipment planning. Before any shipment is booked, Kaleido fixes clarity. Payment terms are discussed, advance, LC, or secured payment. Delivery terms are finalized, usually CIF or DAP for perishables to Europe. Shipping date is committed only after cold storage readiness, vessel schedule confirmation, transit time check, and shelf life buffer calculation. Kaleido clearly says, for perishables, optimism is dangerous. Planning is survival. Now comes the most critical phase. Before grapes can leave India, several compliances must be in place. The farm and packhouse must follow good agricultural practices. Phytosanitary requirements are checked. Residue levels must meet EU standards. Kaleido ensures phytosanitary certificate application, certificate of origin, exporter registration, and APIDA linkage quality inspection reports and cold treatment declarations if required. She explains, in agricultural exports, documents are not paperwork. They are permission to enter a country. Once certifications are in place, packing begins. Grapes are packed into ventilated cartons, palletized, and wrapped for airflow. A reefer container is arranged. Temperature settings are locked. Ventilation settings are confirmed. Data loggers may be placed inside the container. The container moves under temperature-controlled transport to the port. Kaleido reminds everyone, breaking the cold chain for even a few hours can destroy weeks of effort. At the port, the sea chase steps in. Shipping bill is filed with correct HS code agricultural classification, certificate references, reefer container details. Customs and plant quarantine authorities examine the shipment if required. Once clearance is granted, let export order is issued. Kaleido says calmly, this is the final gate from India. Accuracy here decides everything downstream. The container is loaded onto the vessel. Bill of lading is issued. Kaleido helps the exporter send a clear update to the buyer. Vessel name, voyage number ETD, and ETA temperature settings document dispatch status. She insists, silence creates anxiety. Updates create confidence. During transit, the exporter monitors. Vessel movement schedule changes temperature alerts. Any deviation is immediately communicated. Because for grapes, proactive communication is as important as quality. The vessel arrives at the European port. The buyer's clearing agent is already prepared. Import declaration is filed. Phytosanitary documents are verified. Quality and residue checks may be conducted. If documents and condition align, clearance is smooth. Kaleido explains, Europe doesn't delay without reason. If something stops, it's usually documentation or condition. After clearance, grapes move directly into cold storage facilities. Temperature continuity is maintained. From here, supermarket shipments go to central warehouses. Wholesalers redistribute to regional markets. Retail buyers send goods to distribution hubs. Every hour matters. Grapes finally reach retail shelves, wholesale markets, distribution centers. The buyer confirms receipt. Quality feedback is shared. This moment decides repeat orders, long-term relationship, market reputation. Kaleido sums it up beautifully. Exporting grapes is not logistics. It's orchestration. Farmers, cold storage, certification, shipping, customs, buyers all must move together. This is why agricultural exports are not attempted casually. If this video helped you understand how a perishable agricultural export to Europe actually works, then it has done its job. Like this video if you believe agri exports need planning, not shortcuts. Comment if you want a similar story for mangoes, bananas, or vegetables. And subscribe to KSP Knowledge Hub if you want international trade explained practically, calmly, and correctly. Orders create excitement. Systems create sustainability. And precision creates trust. Trade smart. Stay compliant. Scale globally. This is Kaleido on behalf of KSP Knowledge Hub, signing off.